Joel Embiid had an unprecedented performance last night in a win over the 10-win Jazz, going for a career-high 59 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 blocks, including 27 points, 5 blocks in the fourth quarter, and went 12 for 15 from the line in that quarter as well. Let's overreact. Is Joel Embiid an MVP candidate, Bob?
Absolutely. I'm going to overreact on this all day. 12 for 15 from the line. When you have a big man that is as dominant as Joel Embiid, you expect something from the line. Not only that, but the 76ers are 4-1 in their last 5 games. That's a big indicator that someone on their certain team might be an MVP candidate.
Justin.
By candidate, do you mean he's going to get a vote? Sure.
Can he win it?
Based on right now, I don't think so. I think it's Giannis and Luka, and it's everybody else. Yeah, I don't think that. Fun fact: he scored 100 points in 2 games. Mm-hmm. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. It's only happened, and this is gonna, I know, sound crazy, 89 times in the history of leagues that happened.
Okay,
happened with him, and it happened 86 times for Wilt Chamberlain.
Kobe did it once, didn't he?
Yeah, Kobe did it once. There's a couple other guys, but like my big thing was like Wilt did it 86 of them.
Yeah, well, that's like, how. There's that viral tweet that always comes back whenever a stat like this. It's stats for centers be like, he's the only center to ever do this. He's the only center to ever do this, or 3 centers in the history of the NBA have done this. It's this guy once, and Wilt 70 times. Trey.
Yes, Embiid is definitely an MVP candidate. Another fun fact, he's the first player to put up at least 50 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 blocks in a game.
True.
Since blocks came official, of course. But his 59 points was the most since AI in 05. So
who had 60, right?
Correct.
Only beat him by a point.
Yeah, so Embiid's definitely they were my prediction to win the championship this year. I got the early predictions. He's playing like this. If Harden can come around, Tyrese Maxey keeps filling in for him. I think that they'll be good.
So you guys both kind of touched on the historical impact of this performance. 101 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists, 9 blocks in 24 hours. The win over the then top seed Jazz. The Jazz starters had 53 points. He had 59. This season, he now has the most points, field goals, and free throws in a game, as well as the most points and blocks in a half. Remember way back when there was a conversation about who the Sixers should trade, Simmons or Joel Embiid? It was a few years back, but it was like, oh, Embiid was out and he's unreliable health wise, and they're really good when it's just Ben Simmons with shooters around him. Should they trade Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid had 59 points last night in one game. Ben Simmons has had 47 points all season. So I think the Sixers made the right call there. Yeah. The Sixers, I mention this every once in a while. The Sixers, I have a love-hate relationship with. I rocked with them for a few seasons, and I loved watching Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. And the 2019 4-bouncer from Kawhi broke my heart in ways that I wasn't expecting. But I hope for Philly's sake and for the Sixers' sake that Embiid he can't keep this up, but I hope he can keep up a level like this. And I do think he could get some votes this year. I hope he gets some votes. But I do think he will be taking a solid 3rd place behind whoever it is between Giannis and Luka.
And here he is with his most points per game.
Yeah.
His greatest, essentially, contribution to the team. And here we are.
Yeah.
Saying he'll be 3rd.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Especially coming back from injury. I think last year was the year that he had it, and the fact that obviously Jokic had some historical numbers. He was able to snag it.
I think if Harden stays hurt, or if he ends up injured for a lot of the season and he keeps playing like this, I think he overrides the 2 for the MVP.
Yeah, I can see that.
Could happen. We'll see.